First of all, pizza rolls, like Totino's pizza rolls, are fucking disgusting.
Are you serious?
That is my hot take of the night.
That is the hottest of hot takes.
It's so hot, it's like the inside of a pizza roll. Whenever you first bite into it, and it burns you alive.
Wait, are you talking about the inside of a Hot Pocket?
No, a pizza roll.
No, a pizza roll. You take them out of the oven, and if you eat them too soon, they burn the living shit
Yeah,
out of you.
it's called patience,
No,
motherfuckers.
what the? No.
Okay, who wants to wait 45 minutes to eat a pizza roll,
You
honestly?
can wait 5-10 minutes, and then that first one still burns the fuck out of your tongue.
All right, my next
I discovered
question.
something the other day. I think that pizza rolls taste like when your tongue is burnt.
Yeah, because it always burns your tongue, so that's all you can taste.
So
Like my tongue is burnt, everything tastes like pizza rolls for a week.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Wait, what would you have eaten that would have burned your tongue?
Pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
No, besides that.
Hot
It doesn't
Pocket.
matter.
No,
After,
not really.
Once your tongue is burnt, don't taste as well.
All right, so
Everything else tastes charred.
following that, when was the last time you cooked a Hot Pocket at home and it was hot the whole way through? There was no
where
cold
the middle
spot.
wasn't frozen? Yeah.
Yes. Because the only time I've ever had that happen was at school when they were in those little plastic bags, not the little tinfoil tent that they give you.
That's just witchcraft, though.
I don't know that I've ever done that. Like, I
No?
don't eat them on the regular. I had them a few
Oh,
times.
I mean,
as a
I
kid.
didn't.
I used to eat them
What?
when I was a kid.
I ate them in high
Hot
school.
Pockets?
Yeah.
Hot Pocket.
They were. That was the worst.
I'll have occasionally one for lunch just because it's quick, but it's rare.
David, you should be eating Lean Pockets. They're better for you.
Wow.
Same thing?
They've got
No?
some fancy ass hot pockets now.
They do.
They really do.
I still
really
can't
simple
use the
for game.
microwave at work. Did you know that, Lewis? I can't use the microwave at work.
Why
Do you
can't
not
you
know
use
how?
the microwave?
Quad
probably
does
doesn't know
not
that.
allow us to use the microwave or
Ooh,
the
probably
fridge.
shouldn't have mentioned your company name. That's
Oh,
started
hush.
streaming and recording.
Oh, hush.
Wait, hang on.
We are
You don't
technically
allowed?
we are technically not allowed to use the microwave or fridge because of COVID rules.
You gotta be kidding.
Now, we've been bending that with the fridge because I obviously like to keep my drinks cold. I'm not going to be fucking stupid.
I would tell them if they want you to follow that, they need to get you your own personal mini fridge and microwave because fuck that shit.
I mean, we
So
have.
how do you heat up food? You just don't heat up food.
You don't.
Oh, I don't eat food at work at all. Like I either
is
do the
such
cafeteria. Well, I live 10 minutes away though. It's like I just go
But how is the
home.
cafeteria better?
First of all,
That was cooked by people.
yeah.
Oh, you mean like
There are
COVID
people in there
wise?
cooking. They could have COVID.
Yeah. Well, I mean 100%, but I don't know. I mean the cafeteria food's pretty decent though.
Not if it has COVID in it.
Wait, okay, so hold on. So,
Laced with COVID.
so all you do is eat at home then, right, Michael?
At Michael or me?
This is Jeff.
Michael.
That
I'm
you-
saying
we're
Michael.
talking about.
No, I know. But you're saying that he could be getting COVID by the cafeteria food, right?
Yeah. No, I
by
see
the-
what you're saying.
By extension of he can't use the microwave because of COVID.
Ah, you're
Not-
complaining. Gotcha, I understand the lack of common sense.
Oh, I'm not saying that it's a perfect rule because it's not.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
And then
Because no, listen,
And then-
because there's 5,000 people around you that are using microwaves, like in every room.
Oh yeah, no,
Literally-
100%.
Well,
Literally
Also-
every room has at least one or two microwaves in it.
not only
Yeah.
that, but you got to think also grocery stores. Someone has to handle all that food.
Dude,
it's
HEB's out
sweaty
there
people
making
like whenever
sushi.
Kevin used to work there.
Like
They're literally
it's-
making sushi in front of you. Like,
It's-
is that not the same as?
Well, yeah, but also like we have super high cubicle walls, but I still have to wear my mask inside of that cubicle all the
That
time.
is also stupid. Yeah.
I mean, that's. I can
I'm
kind
not.
of understand.
I'm not. Yeah, that makes sense, Jeff.
Is it problematic? Sure.
Same air
Is it-
conditioning.
But I mean, they don't make me wear a mask at Texas Roadhouse, even though they only have like this little plexiglass
Well-
barrier between the booths.
So actually, it was very weird coming back, like after, like from starting at work, I'm home, right? Because when you first came in,
Took your
the client like didn't, and Lewis can attest to this, like they didn't have rules in place. They were just like, do whatever
Nope.
you want. And then all of a sudden it was like, hey, maybe you should wear masks at all times, but not in your cubicle. That's fine. So it's like this weird, like
There's
there's
moving the
this,
goalposts on you.
Precaution.
yeah,
That
it was
just-
just weird.
That just
Well,
sounds like any kind of Texas-based company.
Yeah, everything.
Not
is
really
with the
sure
goalposts
how
all the
science
time.
works. Basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
Under Armour prevents any kind of breathable transmission.
my company told us to wear masks, but doesn't enforce it. So like, half the people don't wear their masks, and nobody cares.
Or they knows.
My company fired somebody for not wearing a mask.
I wish they would at least cover their mouth.
Listen, I'm fine with the mask if you're going to be around people, but if you're sitting in your cubicle, like I just don't understand why you guys have to wear it in your cubicle with the high walls, not directly in front of somebody.
Yeah, well,
Weird to me.
that's corporate America for you.
Well, yeah.
And that's whenever I said, give me your Twitch Prime money. Welcome to Rant On, episode 50-something. I think 52. I already wrote it, but
2 sounds correct.
52 is a lot. We've been doing this too long. It's time to retire. So far, we have Geoff, Michael, David, special guest, Lewis. And we got Jim showing up later. Sorry, I'm trying not to yawn. I'm Todd, This is we have some topics. The first one I have to throw out a grievance. So we have a show, Lewis, I don't know if you know this. We have a show called Pitmaster's Craft, which is a great title, and whoever came up with that, A+.
Hard disagree, but continue.
This is why you don't make the titles.
I came up with like 3 of the titles.
Which ones?
Unfortunately, you discontinued them all.
Exactly. They don't exist anymore for reasons.
Although I think I came up with Rant On, did I not?
No.
Not Ranting Media, but Rant On.
Didn't Rant On come before Ranting Media?
No.
Ranting Media was first.
Oh,
Ranting Media
Then we
was
did
everything combined.
Press Start Gaming. Then we did.
that was a bad one. I didn't make that one.
I did not make Press Start
that was
Gaming.
a Geoff
I came
one.
up with Real Reporters.
Yeah, that was a bad one too. That's why it got canceled.
Gadget Inspectors was me and David.
I'm going to go
That
dig
was-
through Todd's Twitter and
that was
cancel
another
him for
bad one.
something.
Cancel me for something? Hot
Yeah.
take. It's just going to be like, oh, Todd supports OnlyFans creators. Ooh, big deal.
Todd enjoys fucking digital women with no limbs.
Oh, I do want to play that. I haven't played that in forever.
Oh gosh.
Hello,
So-
sorry, I'm so sorry for like the
See, he's already
references
muted
you don't
himself. He doesn't want to
understand.
be in this. So back to Pitmaster's Craft. So we're working on episode 2. It's eventually coming, and by we I mean Geoff, because I'm not involved.
Right.
But I have to cross Red River off the list. Like, you cannot go there.
I mean,
We
we
weren't
weren't
going
going to
to,
go there
but-
anyway.
I don't
Hey.
need y'all's fucking attitude. I need you to shush while I talk to the producer of Pitmaster's Craft. So Geoff,
Okay.
Oh my.
they got rid of Heinz 57.
No way.
Yes! Thank God.
They're dead to me now.
Oh my
That's a
goodness.
trash bar.
You're trash. You don't know
Oh.
nothing about nothing.
Hey, look, first off, all steak sauce, hot take, all steak sauce is trash.
I disagree.
I do not. And the reason why I disagree is because if the meat isn't cooked properly enough, then you have to put a sauce on it, then you shouldn't be.
No, but I don't have to put a sauce on
Right.
it. I want
I like
to put
A1
that sauce. Ew.
I like it
An
specifically.
A1 burger actually sounds pretty good, right?
I like
Exactly.
it specifically on a burger or with steak fries.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I don't put it on steak. I just like
I
it
would-
on
No, I
a
don't put
burger.
anything on steak
I'll put
except
like
ketchup. I eat ketchup on
hate
my steak
ketchup.
like a real man.
oh Jesus. I was about to say butter, but okay.
I was kidding.
I mean,
that,
butter,
that was
yeah.
a joke. I do not put ketchup on my steak.
No, so you like your steak well done with 2 tiny bottles of Heinz ketchup,
I
Yeah, and
will
I eat it with my
slap
tiny
you.
hands.
and you
2
have to hear the
bottles.
bottle pop.
that glass, those mini glass bottles
Yeah, you have to
that
hear
are
it
terrible
pop.
for the environment.
Well, I mean,
Glass bottles are more recyclable than plastic bottles.
I agree,
And
but
yet-
Unless they're
one
disposed
is
of improperly,
that is
in which
correct.
case they
2
last
is still
fucking
greater than
forever.
1. Yeah,
also I can't recycle glass here in Katy.
right.
Well, it's not my fault you live in a backwards ass town.
Are you able to recycle glass?
Yeah, I can go right to a recycling.
Oh, no. That's not what he's
no.
saying.
Oh, God, no. Yeah, no. I don't even have any recycling of any kind.
Yeah, shut the fuck up then.
Yeah, there's no automatic recycling in Houston
I'll say,
anymore.
yeah. So that was just a really long way of plugging Pitmaster's Craft and also tell Geoff to hurry up and put up a new episode.
I'm working
Red
on
River's dead to me. So I have a couple other topics. One, I just titled Todd Got Doxed.
No.
One I'm waiting on Jim for, and then the other one is making fun of Geoff.
Oh, boy.
So which one do y'all want to do?
Make fun of Geoff.
Make
Okay,
fun of
cool. Geoff,
Perfect.
Geoff, would you call yourself technologically savvy?
Oh no, I know
Where
where
is
this
this
is
going?
going.
Do you?
Yes, I
Do
would
you?
consider myself that.
Okay. Would you say you're like up in internet culture? Like, like major faux pas on the internet. Like, don't do this.
I mean, it depends.
Okay. So first off, what do you think I'm about to tell you?
Man, I don't know.
I didn't think so. So what is one of the most annoying types of Facebook pages that you ever see? Couples pages, right? Like where they're like, oh, we're one person, we're in a blob of people together.
I was gonna say like clickbait, but okay.
You know what's a nice also thing similar to couples pages?
Unborn
Pages for
children's
kids
pages.
that don't read.
Pages for kids that don't read. Okay.
Or pages for kids that don't understand Facebook.
or haven't been born
Oh,
yet.
So Geoff,
baby
you're a
pa-
bad uncle
like baby,
Why am I a bad uncle?
baby pages.
because your
I know
niece has a
exactly where this is
Facebook
going.
page and you didn't stop it.
Okay, so yes, that is absolutely true.
But here comes the
Um,
but.
I mean, I can't control.
Did you create
My-
the page?
No, I
Did you
did not
create
create
the
the page.
Did
no.
you tell Mark that it's a bad idea?
Yeah, I told him it was a bad idea.
Okay.
He also would I
Also,
would
Geoff
have
is
done-
not friends with his own niece. Let me point that out.
Wow.
His wife is. He's
Yeah.
not.
Started.
Yeah.
I
No.
was like,
So what I personally would have done was we would start like an email account, and then just like I get the idea of it. You're like trying to send messages and stuff while they're still young
Nah, fuck that.
and things like that. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Lewis, do you have Facebook and stuff for your kids?
Shit, no. Okay, so here now my kids are, just for context, my kids are 5 and 18 months, and so for both of the kids though, we set up a Gmail account, and so really it's just when they like say their first word or when they do something like fun, we send an email to that account just so we don't forget it.
Right.
Like we want to be able to for them to have memories of like, oh, my first word was this or whatever. But that is not shared with anyone. It's just me and my wife on our phones. Like I'm big on, I don't want my kids like even pictures up online. My wife obviously has billions of them because that's what she does on her Facebook. But I don't like posting pictures of my kids online. I just don't think that they need to be exposed to that
Yeah, it makes
right
sense.
away.
Your niece is how old, Geoff?
She
Like
just
2?
turned 2. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know she turned 2 because, like, people are writing happy birthday. She can't read. They're writing on her
Yeah,
wall.
who's that for? Like,
Yeah. So
yeah.
Mark can
listen.
just jerk off and be like, attention for my child.
Listen, Liz, you have not had the misfortune of meeting my brother. He is an interesting guy,
Don't touch his computers.
and by interesting, yeah, actually, I'll tell that story because you weren't obviously there. My
You didn't
wedding,
invite Lewis to your wedding?
I didn't know
basically,
It's all right,
Yeah.
neither did I.
I would consider it was fairly chill. But everyone that's on this podcast was there essentially in some capacity. Michael was my best man.
Wish I wasn't.
David, thanks, Todd. David and Todd were groomsmen.
I was there. Yeah.
And basically, they were just there making sure everything went as smoothly as possible. So we
were just there, huh?
they were just there. You all had major roles to play. Calm down, Jesus. one of the things that we did was I needed a laptop to hook into a projector to stream like baby photos and stuff on a wall. So I asked my brother, I was like, hey, can you bring your laptop? I don't happen to have one that's good right now. So he brings it, and it's a tank of a laptop. It's an Asus like gaming laptop. It's fucking 45 pounds, and it's almost 8 years old. Todd, for context, works at a company in which he is a trained technician that handles shit like this for his daily life, like his job. That's what he does.
But he doesn't drive a Volkswagen Beetle.
But
No,
he doesn't
not
drive a
anymore.
Volkswagen Beetle. It is now a Prius, I think.
Uh-huh.
So my brother makes a huge ass ordeal. He said, "Don't touch my laptop. Like, you can't handle my laptop properly."
Handled your laptop when I sold them 10 years ago.
Right. It was pretty awkward. Just because my brother thought that we were going to break his laptop.
I mean, I wanted to after he said that.
Afterwards, yes, of course. But I mean, that guy.
Now, did he not want you to break it, or did he not want you to see what was in it?
Might have been a little bit of both.
That's probably accurate.
because if he knows you, you're his brother. He knows that you are not going to break a laptop, so he might have just been worried about don't open this folder, please.
To be fair, at a recent wedding that I was a part of, I definitely scratched the shit out of a MacBook Pro.
I mean,
Felt moderately bad.
I mean, does anybody really care?
The person that owned it did.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly have money to throw around.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's besides the point. It's a MacBook. You don't want one with a scratch on it.
It's on the bottom.
Oh,
It's an excuse to buy another one.
Wait, it's on the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, who cares?
Hey,
Okay.
Steve Jobs
David,
said
He's
that iPod scratches on the back of his iPod were beautiful, and you should appreciate them.
Steve Jobs also had cancer, and he wasn't thinking right.
I mean, accurate.
Yeah. Side note to all of our listeners, all 20,000 of you, don't make Facebook pages for your kids.
Please.
Let's just not.
Don't be that person.
Because they will show up in my find friends, hey, you might know this person because of Julia. And I almost messaged a child and been like, get the fuck off the internet.
Oh, also, you can get in major trouble
for having somebody under the TOS age.
Yeah. 13.
That's what happened with Millie Ramsey.
It actually under.
Yes, it's 13.
Right, but if she's not in control of the account in any capacity, it's just
I don't
an
think
account
it matters.
with a false name.
Well, so that's what happened with Millie Ramsey, daughter of Geoff Ramsey from Rooster Teeth. They made her an account when she was really young.
Yep.
And then she took it over whenever she became of age.
Yep.
And then they cut her account down because they're like, oh, you lied for the past blank years.
Lost all of her followers.
You lost all of her shit. That sucks a little bit. But oh well, who cares? Yeah, that was my Facebook story. Don't make profiles for kids.
Don't make kids either.
Don't make kids either. We're too overpopulated, and right now that's just one more person to get corona. The next fun thing is I got doxxed.
Yeah.
By a Roblox hacker.
A Roblox hacker.
An actual child.
Oh boy.
So, for some side context,
were you playing Roblox, and how did you piss him off?
Wasn't playing Roblox. So I'm a Discord mod for a friend that does OnlyFans. I'm a Discord mod for a friend that does OnlyFans, and at some point, there's this one Discord server full of fucking Roblox kids. They're like, let's just randomly target Discord servers. And they chose hers. So all of a sudden, people swarm into the channel and are posting CP and just horrible shit.
Oh no.
And I wasn't really active anymore. I was like, I'm working. I have too many things to do. So I don't actively moderate it that often. But I was getting pings as a moderator, and I open it and just see the horrific things that are happening. So I start banning people left and right, and it's awesome because banning people is fun. Just letting you know, banning people is fun. And then finally it dies down for a bit, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is over. And she locks down, so like she makes it so people can't just join the server anymore. Like
they have to be approved.
Yeah. And that's cool, and I just kind of ignore it. So for context, my Discord username is similar to other usernames that I have. It's just my full fucking name. Like, if you ever see me in a game, usually my username is my first name, middle initial, last name. So I put myself in a very doxable position. I don't really care most of the time. So at one point, I get a DM and they're like, I need help getting onto the server. I'm like, oh, I can't help you. She shut down the server for new people right now. That's sorry. They're like, oh, what's happening? I was like, oh, we got spammers. And this kid, I'm going to pull it up because it shows my old Discord name. That's not my Discord name now. So fuck off. So I'm a mod because I helped her with content, nothing to do. So they're like, right, I need you to do a favor. We are advanced hackers at the bottom of the screen. They're advanced hackers.
Oh no.
We need the server unlocked. This is a warning. And if you try and snitch, it will get worse. Don't believe me? And I'm just like, I don't fucking care. So I respond, oh, don't screenshot and send it to her, which I already had. No, just try and convince her. So why are you threatening me over porn Discord? So it goes on for like 3 hours. This kid is messaging me, like trying to get me to unlock a server, which I have no access to. I'm just a mod that can like ban people and kick people. And at one point I'm like, I should play along. I was like, I saw you guys on the server snitching about our community. And I was like, the Roblox thing? They go, we're not just Roblox hackers. We're advanced hackers again.
Oh my God.
Dude, you should have posted this on Reddit.
I know.
Under one of the cringe subreddits.
I know.
We're advanced hackers.
So at one point, so I told her, I was messaging her the entire fucking time. I was like, hey, do me a favor and unmod me. Just make it seem like I'm just a regular Joe Blow. And I wrote, oh, she unmodded me. He goes, it's okay. You did a good job. The server is bad anyways. I'm like, what the fuck? And at the bottom he goes, okay, you must become one of my soldiers.
What on earth?
Oh, the cringe.
He's trying to indoctrinate you into his cabal.
At one point he goes, do you care?
Cabals haven't even dropped yet.
Oh, that was bad, Michael.
Oh, I know. That's what makes it so good.
So at one point, I log in because he's fucking stupid. I log into their server, like the Roblox hacker server, because it doesn't stop me. And this kid wrote, the kid that's been DMing me, he wrote, the horny programmer, which is that's her name. Who cares? The horny programmer server is in my hands. I have convinced a mod. I'm legit scaring the fuck out of this moderator. And meanwhile, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. You can do whatever the fuck you want to this server.
I mean, did you reply, oh, I'm so scared?
No, I was like, please don't
don't
mess with me. Yeah, like, please. The entire time. And that's whenever I was like, maybe I should change my Discord name.
I mean, maybe.
But first of all, why are Roblox hackers even worried about this shit? Second of all, why are there Roblox hackers?
Like, why do they do anything in general? It's because they're just doing it for the shits and giggles.
I mean, they're probably just trying to get free nudes. Which
not only that, but a lot of it's going to have to be like, it's like credit. You know, hey, I did this. I am, part of this community legitimately.
I am elite hacker.
Exactly. Like, you can't just be like, you just can't be a part of Anonymous. You have to prove that you have the ability and and do those kind of things. It's not much different. You know what I mean? You can't just say, "I'm Elite Hacksaw." Let me be a part of it. Let me be anonymous.
You told us your name, so you are not anonymous.
Right. And the entire time I was just like, kid, if only I cared a little bit more, I would actively try and stop you, but I don't. And I just messaged the actual girl. I was just like, oh yeah, this is a good excuse for me to change my Discord name. So you can delete your Discord. You have to wait 15 days and then you can just make another one. So that's all I fucking did. But that was my fun doxing story. I did get a random message on Facebook around the same time from this kid.
Oh,
and then
really?
he proved it by screenshotting it. I deleted it and reported it, but I was just like, all right, yep, this is the time to change my Discord name.
Jesus.
Good times. I had a good week that week. That was a lot of fun. I wanted to talk about WandaVision, but I'm not caught up.
I haven't even started it, so.
Have you really not?
Nope, sure haven't.
Why? What are you watching now?
I haven't gotten into it. I haven't watched anything recently.
You're not alone. I haven't started either.
I haven't sat down and watched TV or anything in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
I've been watching it pretty religiously, actually.
I got tired of like shows after The Mandalorian, although I mean like big shows that aren't done yet, because like right now I'm stuck on Eureka. I love that show.
You mean that 10-year-old show?
Yeah, from like 2010.
I mean, it's a great show. Don't get me wrong.
I've never seen it before, so this is my first watch through.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. So like I my thing is I gotten to the point where I enjoy binge watching. Like I want to be able to see the series from point A to point to the end.
D.
Right, point B, right. Well, I mean, you know, some series kind of ebb and flow with their not only their like, you know, how many episodes they release a season, but also like, you know, how often they update. So like right now I'm stuck in Orville hell because they haven't released season 3 yet.
That's the Seth MacFarlane show, right?
It is a Seth MacFarlane show inspired by Star Trek, and I absolutely love the show.
That's not the Steve Carell one, right? That's Space
no,
Force.
that is Space Force.
That's Space Force.
That got canceled, right?
No, season 2 is coming out.
Oh,
yeah, they got approved for another season.
Well, color me surprised.
I thought it was actually a pretty decent series.
I mean, I'm just not used to Steve Carell and anything other than The Office.
So you never actually like watched ever activated Apple TV for yourself, did you?
Oh, for morning show?
Yeah,
I haven't watched that yet. No,
he's actually pretty good in that.
No, I need to. And I also wanted to watch that shitty Jason Momoa show.
But I'll be honest with you, I'm very, very like just burnt out on Marvel at the moment.
That doesn't happen.
I
You're
mean,
incorrect.
Okay.
We will probably do some kind of like season wrap up or series wrap up for WandaVision. It'll happen in a couple weeks. Probably. We're gonna try and get everybody to catch up to it. Geoff, you had a topic you wanted to do before Jim showed up.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, this is one of the major reasons why Lewis is actually here.
Let me warm up my voice.
So, for context, Lewis I would say, when was the last game before Xbox One that you played? Was it Call of Duty or something of that nature? Madden?
The last game that I played before. Before you got the Xbox. Oh shit! It was before my oldest was born, so it was 5 years ago. So it was probably Madden, or that's basically it.
So I hear that he hadn't been playing anything. I said, look, I have a spare Xbox at home. You can just borrow it. And then he discovered Game Pass, so he's just been kind of going through a backlog of stuff.
Straight binging everything.
I told him, I said, look, you're really into Star Wars. You'd really enjoy Star Wars Fallen Order. It's a really great game. Lewis, would you like to tell us your just
Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. It's on
Epic.
Say that again?
Epic Game Store.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order is on Epic Game Store, but it's also part of Game Pass now.
Oh,
Is it?
Yeah,
It
because
is.
of EA Play.
Hey, that's right. I forgot about that.
It's,
All right, so you remember who makes Jedi Fallen Order, Todd?
The best developer in the world.
Yes, they do. The one of your favorite developers ever, and out of one of your favorite games, Titanfall.
So,
Titanfall.
Lewis, just kind of briefly, tell us what you think about Jedi Fallen Order.
The brief description is that it might be the most frustrating and worst game I've ever played. Yes,
So,
and the most disappointing. The most disappointing.
Why is that?
Well, really, and we're going to get into this, I'm sure, but really, it's the structure of the game and how it introduces you to this world of Cal, to the main character. So, and I guess we'll do spoilers since this game has been out for quite some time, I'm imagining. But
At this point, a year and a half.
Right, exactly. So you're on this you're on this kind of salvage. I don't know if it's a planet salvage yard for the Imperial. You're running around, jumping on crazy stuff and doing these things, and then all of a sudden, some stormtroopers show up, and the character pulls out a lightsaber, and I'm instantly like, "Oh shit! It's already on! It's already on! I'm going to slice up. I'm going to slice up some stormtroopers. It's going to be great." And then the first one you fight, it takes like 8 hits to kill him, and I have a lightsaber, and so I'm instantly completely out of the game because I'm like, why would you give me a lightsaber and it's basically a bamboo baton? Why would I want that at all? It's a baton that is glowing. That's stupid. And so as I go through, I'm like, maybe there's some kind of reasoning, some kind of explanation as to why this is a completely useless lightsaber. None's given, and then I go to this other planet, and there's like these bugs that it takes like four shots with a lightsaber to kill, and I got so pissed off I turned the game off because I'm like, what is the point of me being a Jedi? Using some of the Force powers was pretty cool, but at the same time, why give me a lightsaber if there's literally no reason for it at all?
Now
I could just be given a bow staff.
Now, before David jumps in and is very impassioned, probably, hopefully, a couple questions. One, what difficulty were you playing on?
I don't even remember setting a difficulty. I think it was just like the normal setting when you first start the game.
Okay.
I think.
So, obviously, if it was real, every hit would be a one hit kill, basically.
Exactly.
Incorrect,
Yeah.
but continue.
I said
Jesus.
basically.
Here we go.
So, all right, let me rephrase that, David. Here, let me try this again. Every hit at center mass with a lightsaber would be a almost instant kill, correct?
If
I slash you through your chest with a lightsaber, we're dying?
It's going
not
through
wearing
you.
armor, yes, you are correct.
Does the plastic armor stormtroopers wear help?
Yes.
That's plastic.
So the lightsaber is weaker than a.
That's
The lightsaber is weaker than a
Durasteel.
blaster.
Is it vibranium?
It's Durasteel, which created to be blaster resistant, which has proven,
blaster is different than a laser sword.
Right, but energy is energy, and an armor that can disperse energy will allow you to harm or hurt a person, but not necessarily blast or one hit kill them or hurt them that quickly.
Now, hold on.
So
do the lightsabers bounce off of the armor in the game?
No.
Or
do they just kind of
hurt
pass
them.
through?
You see it like, well, that's the problem. And look, I will concede on a certain point in this where LucasArts has been infamous in the video game and a lot of media where they cannot decide on how a lightsaber should properly work.
You mean Lucas
In theory, and also Lucasfilms, in theory, an unarmored, protected person, yes, absolutely, the lightsaber will cut through anything. And in canon, if you want to go super specific, in episode 1, they have proven that the lightsaber cannot instantly cut through anything, but it does take time to cut through armor plating. And
Okay.
the reason why I can say that is because in episode 1, when you see Qui-Gon Jinn trying to cut through several
The doors
inches of
where
doors,
he pushes
That's
it
exactly
through
what
and
I
he
was
holds
thinking
it.
about when you said that. Yeah.
it takes time.
Right, but so let's.
User joined
Jim
your
is
channel.
joining us. Welcome to the show, Jim. No, he does. Okay, cool. So let's continue this line of questioning. By the way, I'm an attorney. I'm a small town
could
pizza
tell.
attorney. Now, David, shut up. Lewis, what level of Star Wars nerd, would you consider yourself?
I am an extremely high level of nerd
Okay.
when it comes to the films.
Okay. So
Because I have not really consumed a lot of the other canon. I
Okay.
tried, but it's too much.
okay. So with that being said,
Yeah.
in the main media that you watch Star Wars content, is almost every hit with a lightsaber a one-hit kill?
I
In
mean,
the
unless
movies?
unless it's blocked. I mean, you're chopping limbs
Right.
off. I mean,
Right.
it's yeah.
Again,
So-
incorrect.
David, in the movies, if
David, are
somebody
you
gets
already
hit
being
with-
a dick to our fucking guest?
Yes. Hey, no, I've only said incorrect, to be fair.
So,
God, but you say
David,
it like such a dick.
in the
When is it
movies,
not- when is it not fatal except for those giant weird monster things that they're fighting in episode
like
2?
rancors and shit, and
Yeah.
fucking
Okay, so
armored monsters.
So if we're going
and
to
that
the
weird like
original
spider
trilogy,
gangly thing in episode 2.
in
Whatever
the
shit that
original
is.
trilogy, it's been shown that the lightsaber can easily not cut through most everything.
You use so many negatives there. I can't figure out which way you're going for.
Let me be very specific. I said that completely wrong.
Uh-huh.
So when Luke and Vader were fighting for the first time on Bespin,
Uh-huh.
did Vader's attacks on him cut through him, or did they bounce right off his armor and only harm him mildly?
That's a force user. That's different, though.
No, it's not.
We're talking
Absolutely
about
not.
against stormtroopers.
So, okay, when did you ever see a strike on a stormtrooper in the original trilogy?
I'm
All you have-
not including original trilogy. I'm talking about all the movies.
So okay, you're right.
In
We
the first,
assume-
in 1, 2, and 3, there are multiple times where you see Obi-Wan
right.
and whichever companion he might have, whether it be Daddy Liam Neeson or child Hayden Christensen, they just walk through and slice through a stormtrooper, and every time it's a one-hit kill.
Now, actually, I would have to disagree on a fine point on this one. You
Okay.
are correct that they are brought down by one hit,
Okay,
but you do not ever see them decapitated or
you're correct, because they can only do one decapitation per movie.
Right. So if you go based off Star Wars theory, the lightsaber itself automatically cauterizes any wound that it strikes, correct?
So, yes. So let's swing back to what I asked earlier.
Okay.
You're talking about the deeper lore.
Uh-huh.
I asked our guest, who is the person we're talking about, what his experience with the series is. And he said, what? Movies only. He's tried to go deeper, but he couldn't do it.
I apologize.
Which, that's what she said as well.
Wow.
So, again, based off of how many movies are there now?
So
9.
9.
With the exception of fighting
10.
against...
There's 10.
Rogue One, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, no, if we want to go there...
And
we're
Solo,
gonna have
so
to-
11.
We're going to have to count Solo, unfortunately.
So 11.
Oh, yes, that's true.
In the 11
so
movies,
good.
with the exception of whenever they're fighting other Force users, which the Force could come into play with preventing them from being sliced, when they face a rank and file enemy, is it most of the time one hit kills? Or one hit down?
I mean,
Yes.
It's usually one
For the
hit
most
slice
part.
through an entire
One
robot.
hit, decapitation, or amputation, or down.
Right.
So, Lewis, you were saying that the game isn't realistic because it takes about 8 swings at something. Now, granted,
It
from
took
this
me-
video, it looks like they're on easy baby mode because one hit's killing everything.
Yeah.
Now, granted, again, if they were to make it realistic based off of what we've now just discussed and confirmed, that's why I'm a small town pizza lawyer. I'm good at this. The game would be extremely boring and extremely fast.
Not well, and to be fair, when I was playing later, after I got used to the actual controllers, a lot of my kills were one hit kills.
Yeah,
because I learned how to evade, duck, and block and strike, which is the reason. That's the reason why I asked what I asked of you earlier.
Gotcha.
Because have you ever played Dark Souls?
Yes.
Okay, so this game reminds you, or at least reminds me of almost a Dark Souls clone in a Jedi universe.
That's the first time I've ever heard
it's defense first.
Right.
Roll that's out of the way. Most effective.
Wow,
but at the same time, my biggest issue was that I was immediately removed from the game.
Right.
Because I was given this tool, and I'm like, well, this sucks. Like, why? And then as you learn more about the character, it infuriated me more. Because I'm like, why the shit would this guy have a lightsaber? And then, admit that he was not attuned to the Force anymore. And then try to use the Force while fighting, but sucks at it. And again, like, why would the game not try to treat this as most games where you level up and as you get more in tune with the Force, you earn the ability to have a lightsaber, and then you can just wreck shit. Like, that would have been so much more satisfying to me. It's like, I can, like, move some stuff with my hand, but not much to start the game. And you're trying to, like, just survive and figure it out. And
that's
gradually get more
powerful.
What
happens in the game.
It does. No, he's saying rather than have a lightsaber at the beginning, he wants to have a lightsaber, like, near the end of the game. Once
you earn that lightsaber, yeah.
Right. So what you're saying, have you ever played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic?
Yes.
So you're saying something more similar to that experience.
Yes.
Where
I don't want to use a vibro sword for 15 hours and then have to go find a crystal and jerk off somebody just to fucking get a focusing laser.
That's Knights 2. That's not the first one.
No, I fucked everybody in both games. What's wrong with you? Bastila was doing splits, and then I don't remember who else was in that game. And then the second game, I fucked the old lady and then the white-haired girl.
Oh my!
What was the white-haired
you played the game different than I did.
I mean,
I play every game. I play every game the same.
To be fair, Jim, does Todd's admission on how he played the game surprise you at all?
No, it does not.
Look, you don't think when Mass Effect Remastered comes out?
Nope, because they got rid of the butt shots.
What?
First of all, Miranda's not even that hot. It's all about the blue Asari women.
You prefer
and then you
Asari?
fuck the Rachni Queen. That's a deep cut that doesn't really a thing in the game. And then you give your BFF Garrus one good one, just because he's been loyal to you for 3 games.
Jesus Christ.
But fuck Caden Malenko. He can get exploded by the bomb. Spoilers.
Related to Iceman Dean Malenko?
Shut up, Jim.
That was a Todd question.
He is. He also hit on Lita. But fuck him. He can explode. I will save the racist Ashley Williams every time.
The racist
for her sweet. Oh, she wasn't racist. She was
speciesist.
Yeah, xenophobic.
Yeah, she was xenophobic.
Yeah, she hated all aliens. But goddamn, did she end up banging a woman at some point? So she wasn't homophobic. Also, they updated FemShep, which makes me happy.
Yes, you could play FemShep from the beginning.
The original FemShep. But back to Star Wars. I get what you're saying.
There is a learning curve.
But also, I think if they did not give you a lightsaber within the first hour, people would have revolted. Like, that was the problem with KOTOR. There was a long time where people didn't have the weapon of Jedi.
Star Wars.
And Star Wars Galaxies had the same thing. And Star Wars... Wait, did I say Star Wars? Yeah, that's the right
then
name.
do you think though that like, say, Breath of the Wild then? Because that you don't get the Master Sword.
Yeah, that kind of pisses me off.
Hours. I mean, till level 13 and minimum.
First of all,
and then you have to go find it.
First of all, that game pisses me off in general because there should not be weapon endurance in a Zelda game.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's my favorite. I mean,
Is there a baby ass?
That was your favorite part?
No,
challenge?
Zelda's my favorite franchise,
Oh.
and that killed it for me
Yeah.
on that game.
Okay, I was about to say, like, ooh.
Jim, is there a baby ass baby mode for that game where it's like unlimited
No.
endurance?
The whole
There's-
game's
no,
a
'cause
baby
there's
ass
no-
baby.
there's
No,
no
it's not.
limit.
Shut your mouth.
Yes, it is. You can beat Ganon with 3 hearts.
Oh yeah, it's been
let me
done.
rephrase that.
It's
I
definitely
can't
been
beat
done.
Ganon
With a
3
stick.
Yeah,
hearts.
can you beat
I cannot.
Ganon in 3 hearts with a stick, Michael?
With a stick, no, but
I
I could beat him
tried.
with 3 hearts. He is a cakewalk.
I try. Yeah, Ganon was not the hardest boss in that game. Like, it wasn't.
Was it Dark Link?
No, the bosses weren't even the hardest bosses. The fucking Lionels were the worst thing. And once
Yep.
you get their movesets down, it's like, okay, this is easy.
Did you
And
say Lionel like a train?
I would say the puzzles getting to the bosses were the hardest.
Lynel.
Lynel.
Yes.
Lynel.
So back
Bingo
to
was his
Star
name, huh?
Wars.
Now, listen, Todd, to piggyback off the point you made for Star Wars, like, yes, some people might have gotten frustrated, but it's better than giving you the lightsaber and having the lightsaber suck ass. Like, that's
Oh,
That to me
no,
is a
they
bigger
should have just
frustration.
written a reason why. Like, there's
But
easy
they
ways to
didn't.
write. I'm aware, but
And
this is
that's-
also
Well,
infuriating.
here's the thing: they don't explain the fact that right away that this is actually not his lightsaber. They don't explain the fact that it's
oh,
damaged.
that's right. It's not his lightsaber.
They don't explain a lot about the character himself, which is kind of the fun part of playing the game. You get to learn and understand his entire story, which is, in my opinion, pretty complex for like just out of nowhere character.
Red attacks are unblockable.
And they are. So, you're absolutely right. I can see why you'd be frustrated that you can't suddenly decimate all with a lightsaber. But if you learn about Cal's story, you realize that he is like barely
A bitch.
learning the Force as a Padawan before Order 66. And once Order 66 happens, the very person that would teach him and help him bond with the Force properly was killed. So he has very, very rudimentary training, and you can't expect him to be able to perform or even do anything at a Master Jedi level. He does at the end of the game, absolutely. You
Sure.
destroy all things.
After 40 hours of gameplay, yeah.
So are you saying that the lightsaber is powered by the Force?
It is.
It is
No,
not.
Then explain Finn.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Explain
Okay.
Finn, and also why in the hell is...
I did though, to you
Did
at
you?
least.
Oh,
With Finn is a trained Star Trooper.
Okay,
Stormtrooper?
hold on.
How many stormtroopers use the Force?
Hold on.
Doesn't.
Or
Okay.
wield lightsabers.
Listen, it is
A lightsaber is just a vibro sword.
Okay, but that's my point. So, is the lightsaber the all-powerful tool that cuts through everything?
Well, you see,
Or-
that's where I started
or-
with this whole argument.
Or
Where Lucas can
is it powered by the Force?
now? Okay,
no, it's not powered by the Force. It's enhanced by the Force.
It's
That could-
enhanced
the-
by the Force.
Yes, the kyber crystal that's in the side of a lightsaber.
pushes up glasses. Fucking nerd.
Yeah, shut
Oh
up.
yeah, no, it's actually correct.
It
keep going.
basically, the stronger your connection to the Force, the stronger your connection to the kyber crystal, the more powerful your lightsaber will become. It is
What?
that's
Yes,
canon.
100% correct. It is
What?
canon. Not only that, but the Kyber crystal chooses the Jedi, and the fact that this is not his
What is this, Harry
original
Potter?
lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much like Harry Potter. What do
One
you think?
chooses the
What,
wizard,
you
Harry.
think actually Wally Rawling Bing Bang actually came up with something original? Please.
I feel like you just said something racist, but I'm not sure.
Wally Bing Bang. What?
Our
I don't know.
two
Hang
listeners in China are going to be very upset at you.
Hang on. Go back to the fact that where the hell is all that explained that the kyber crystal chooses
In other
the-
games,
In
Not-
other
other-
games.
not just
in other
games.
media, not the one that you're
It's
playing.
in other media that's actually Star Wars canon.
Right, but that was the whole
Okay,
point
So-
I'm making.
all right, hold up,
Well, it's
Lewis,
Star
'cause I
Wars
know-
canon for now
I
until they
know-
decide to retcon it.
Right, Lewis, I know what you're about to say. So here's Lewis's thing, and I will obviously let you say this, but to Lewis, the argument that we came up with the other day was that the movies are the only canon for him.
That's like saying,
That's
only
not
F-150s are
that's
trucks.
not what I said.
It is what you said at one
That is
point.
not
here
what
we
I
go.
said.
Oh, let me look up this.
Hold on.
Let me
It's
look up
not
Slack.
the only. It's not
Did he
the
say
only
it was
message.
the only thing that was canon, or did he say that it was the only canon that he knew?
It's the only canon that the majority of people know. And so if you go into this game with average Joe, guy that doesn't watch every show, read every book, read every comic book, know everything, I'm not going to know that. Why can't you take 3 lines of dialogue in the game to explain that so I'm not pissed immediately when I start the game? That was my main point.
I'm going to
Is
tell
that
you
I
the
don't
problem.
consume all canon, so how the shit am I supposed to know that a kyber crystal is living in Hogwarts and chooses its master?
Because it
And
happens. It happens later on in the game.
It actually does happen later on in the game. It is explained.
It is all of it's explained later on in the game. You just haven't gotten there yet.
Because I was immediately pissed off about it.
I get it, but like,
So,
what I'm
so
trying
dumb.
to say is that your problem with the game initially, the fact that it's not explained at the very beginning, is basically revealing way too much story. It's a journey. You're essentially starting at the very bottom of the barrel. You're working your way up.
Then Jeff,
and
why give me a lightsaber? Why?
Because eventually it will become the exact tool you want it to
immediately
be.
give me a lightsaber and then have it be a fucking flashlight? Why?
Because it's like that in almost any other game. A Skyrim, you start with a shitty sword.
Which also passes through things without hurting them.
Yeah, it's
I think video
ridiculous.
games are the problem, not necessarily the lore behind them.
The medium,
Right.
the medium is imperfect.
The whole my sword
literally-
passes through your face and you take 6 points of damage out of
Right.
150.
But then later on, you gain strength and dexterity and all this other shit. Now you
Yeah,
just
and
fucking
then you
mow down
yell at
enemies.
people and they fly off a cliff and die.
Yeah, it's 100% that. It's just you're stuck in the video game trap.
I blame
right?
D&D.
It's true.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's just also like the hero's journey, right? Like you, God of War is a great example of this. You can take your axe and you can kill enemies that are level 1 or 3 or whatever, and then probably about, I want to say 20 to 30 minutes into the actual game, there's a hidden section where a witch spawns, and they happen to be level 9, and they will fucking one-hit kill you, and you're dead. And you have to start all over again.
Is that what kill means, dead?
Yes.
So
That one hit kill and then you're dead. It's kind of redundant.
So as
yeah.
okay, but that's really, it's a fundamental problem with, again, how they made the game. Don't give me the lightsaber until we get that story about like, hey, here your comic Christian shows you, like, have you go through the process of like explaining throughout the story. Don't give me a fucking lightsaber.
But the thing is, though, is that every other game does this, and they never explain it either. Like every RPG that you start with, you just go in.
Every RPG doesn't have 11 films where it's telling you that this weapon can decimate fucking anything.
I agree with you, but also, you kept going back to Finn. Finn wasn't really great with the lightsaber either. He didn't really do.
He wasn't
much
great with
it.
anything. But that's another topic.
That's a different,
That's
obviously,
a different topic altogether.
wasted character. Even the actor admits it.
So wasted.
There's a great delivery boy for that lightsaber.
Hey.
I mean, literally, he gets to the second film.
He
in the
delivered
arc,
the
right?
lightsaber to the boss battle.
He second film the arc, or like this, like the arc that is the new trilogy, and you're like, all right, now they might be doing something with this dude. No, we'll just have him go off to this weird ass side mission that
Literally
doesn't
didn't
actually
matter.
have any effect on the story because it all works out anyways.
Hey, it introduced Benicio del Toro, who we saw for 10 minutes. That's it.
Yeah, great, cool.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's a side character and it just didn't do anything. But
it gave Finn a love interest.
Well, so the reason why I
Rose.
bring up Finn, Lewis,
Valid.
is that the third movie, right? Obviously, everyone's a little divided on that movie.
Great movie.
There's a lot of shit that gets introduced in there that wasn't there previously.
Like Ben sticking his dick in Ray.
Sure. Like the fact that
Or-
Ray has force healing all of a sudden.
I forced something.
Jesus Christ.
Wait,
Like
consensual.
all of a sudden,
PG-13, man.
Ray can do forced healing. And it's never really explained how
Look,
when
she's
she
just-
decided to get that.
She's giving
Although, I
her
know, I
force
would-
powers to him and letting his body do the work.
Also, I would argue that Leia
Maybe
was the
she
first
just had a
one
better
to use
a
force
better
healing.
kyber crystal.
Yeah.
Leia was the
Yeah,
first
Leia
one to
flew in
use.
space.
Maybe whenever she went to Ollivanders, he had a better kyber crystal.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes.
Bunch of haters.
So
It's not hating. It's just like it seems like a lot of times the canon strictly exists.
Well, here's the
just
thing. Now, to be fair, the canon also doesn't go into a lot. They just kind of like say, "Here, this is the information. Make up what you will."
look, just if
And-
they're gonna do that, make a Wikipedia page that I
They
can
have
at least
it.
read.
They
It's
have
called
it.
Wikipedia.
No, that's not real.
How is that not real?
Is it made by Lucas?
It
Did
contains
George
information.
Lucas write
no,
it
it's
down?
It
it's run
contains
by David and
information.
Jeff. Really, that's what it's run by.
That explains
What is
why
it?
It's all
As I'm learning.
What is
It's
it
run
run
by
by?
us, apparently. We're the Wikipedia experts.
Well, no, it's contains information that has been officially sanctioned by Lucasfilm and that says this is stuff.
Canon.
This is the canon,
Now,
which we argued about canon too, Lewis. And
now,
Yeah, we did.
Let's say, hold on. Now, what if I told you that everything in Jedi Fallen Order is 100% canon and sanctioned by Lucasfilms?
he does not care about that. 100% does
Get
not care.
fucked.
Right?
He
Yeah.
just
Basically-
Screw you, Lucas.
Basically, I explained that to him, and then I said, and then here. Oh, actually, okay. We got to the part about training lightsabers, right?
Oh, that is such horseshit. though. Come on.
Is
you
it-
expect
Training
little
lightsabers.
children to
Come
sit there
on.
and chop each other's arms
No,
off?
listen. No, he was like, listen, that's nowhere in the movies. Training lightsabers are nowhere in the movies.
Episode 3?
Episode 2.
And
Episode
2.
what?
It's where the young little Padawans have the lightsabers and they're doing the little blasters, right?
Yes.
That's what you're
Wouldn't
talking
that,
about.
wouldn't
Yes.
that be in
Sure.
episode 4? New Hope?
No, there was no
Isn't
Jedi.
that what Luke is
No,
using?
he was
No.
using a full lightsaber.
Oh.
He was using Anakin's
Oh, he was
lightsaber.
using his dad's.
Yeah,
Right.
as a grown whiny adult, yes.
It's
he was doing
it
that.
was a weapon
I mean,
from.
to be fair, his dad was also a grown, whiny adult. So,
Well, that's
wait,
also true.
was Hayden Christian actually being correct in his acting?
Yeah, totally. He looked at Luke and he was like, I'm going to be this pansy ass. I'm going to emulate
Wait,
emulate
hold
my
on.
son.
Now, let's be like, why is every single major character in every trilogy just a whiny bitch? Harry Potter was a whiny crybaby. Ooh, I was stuck in a cupboard for years and abused as a child.
I don't think he really
He
complained
never
about
complained
that, though.
about it.
Oh, I know, Ron did. I'm just.
Now he complained a lot in the fourth book, which was like angst city.
Yeah,
but,
that was him being a teenager.
Oh, don't chalk it up to him being a teenager.
but it wasn't.
100% him being a teenager.
It wasn't about.
All right,
I grew
so-
up in a cupboard.
Yeah, no.
It was
So,
because
Jeff, training lightsabers. I'm sorry, training lightsabers are bullshit. We have to sort this out because
wait,
because-
why are they bullshit?
they're well. Listen, Jeff's reason for bringing it up was bullshit because he was trying to explain the game, like explain
Was he
around the
trying to say,
lightsaber
like-
being. He was trying to say that Cal had a training lightsaber, and he's like, "That's why it sucks." I'm like, "Okay, well, major thing wrong with that. You can't just insert random ass lore like, oh yeah, it's a
Are you
training
sure?
lightsaber." But he was admittedly a Jedi, so he's not going to have a training fucking
he was
lightsaber.
not.
He never became a Jedi.
He said he fucking said in the game. In the 3
He was
hours that I played, he literally said I
was
was
training
a
to
Jedi.
be a Jedi. Order 66 happened.
I'm
And
sorry,
then he
how
cut
much
himself off on
training
the
did Luke
Force.
get?
Now, hold on. So here's the thing.
Thank you.
Here's the very common misconception.
Luke spent
that
like
is
3
a
hours with
problem.
a toad in a swamp.
Okay, now let's be
Ray
let's,
spent 4 seconds.
let's be fair for a second here. With both parties, I'm going to be a little bit of a moderator.
And
somehow.
mastered force healing.
So in the traditional sense, a Jedi Knight is what you're referring to, and is what you expect as what a Jedi should be. Jedi Knight examples would be, I would say.
Now hold on, we don't
What?
grant you the rank of master.
So Jedi Knight would be like Kit Fisto.
Kit Fisto was
That's
actually
my
a Jedi
porn
master,
name.
but I like that phrase right there. Shit. I'm trying to be serious here.
And we broke Lewis.
Oh, goddamn.
I wonder what it was going to happen.
Oh shit!
Oh,
So hold on, we gotta do an ad break real quick. So let's say I wanted to make a website for my new pornography career, kitfisto.com,
Jesus.
and I needed email marketing. You know who you should contact?
Oh, no.
Our
Jeffrey
sponsor
Stevens.
this week, Constant Contact. Constant Contact is the best service for email marketing out there.
What?
Do you need email marketing? Do you want to spread your business? Work smarter, not harder. Constant Contact. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. Back to what we were saying. Star Wars canon sucks. Fuck off. I'm done with this. Give me a KOTOR remakes, and that's all I care for.
Well,
But will the lightsabers work?
I don't care.
Or will they be flaccid lightsabers like
They can be like
I love
Travis.
those games.
They can be like Travis Touchdown's lightsaber with the rod at the end stopping the laser, because that's the only way they make sense.
I would like Force Unleashed ports. That would be nice.
Why do you choose bad games?
I don't know.
Did you
Speaking-
actually play
speaking of
Force
ports.
Unleashed?
Oh man,
Oh, I
I,
played
I
both
really
of them.
like Force
Yeah.
Unleashed.
They're
I played the
decent.
first one on PS2, I think.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
that's
second
fun.
one, I
That'd be
tried
great.
playing it. It was such a buggy mess.
I didn't play the second one. I only played the first one.
I
That
played both.
second one was garbage.
I played both, and yeah, they desperately needed a little bit of extra time.
They run decent on PC.
They run
So are
decent,
those
yeah.
are those canon or have those been retconned?
I think those are gone, right?
Starkiller, yeah,
they're canon.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Okay, you sure about that?
This argument.
No,
Why-
they're
why
not.
is this a thing?
No, I don't think they're canon at all, David.
Or
They're not.
canon store killer. A quick Google is not very quick.
There are only 7 games remaining that are still considered canon.
Yeah.
Battlefront 2.
No,
Jedi
it is
Fallen
not.
Order.
Unfortunately, everything in that video game, including Galen Merrick, is now confined to Star Wars Legends.
Ooh, Vader Immortal is still canon.
The VR game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because it came out after
It came out
Force,
recently.
Star
Force
Wars
Awakens.
theme park attractions are considered canon.
No, it's
Star
not.
Wars
100%.
Tales
Star,
from
so
Galaxy's
Star
Edge.
Tours?
No,
Star Tours is
No,
not.
no, he's talking about
Star Wars theme park attractions.
That's what he said. Star Tours.
No, Star Wars.
Right. Isn't Star Tours a Star
Yes.
Wars theme park attraction?
It technically is, but it was before Force Awakens.
Well, he didn't say that.
I understand that.
It,
What about
these
Star
two
Wars
include
Revenge of
Star
the Shit,
Wars
the all
Droid
English
final
Repair Bay,
chapter.
and Star Wars Secrets of the Empire. They're
Okay.
virtual reality games that are considered canon.
So you're telling me that Pee Wee Herman is no longer part of the canon?
That's correct.
Guys, the past 5 minutes is proving my point that
Wait.
canon's all stupid.
Star
Also-
Tours as a business is canon.
You're correct.
The ride is not.
Well, now we can blame Disney for this because just about everything was canon before Disney took over.
Well, yeah. And the
Yeah.
expanded universe. I mean, shit. The Heir to the Empire trilogy is like the best trilogy of books that I've
Wait.
ever read.
I will 100% agree with you with that. With the starting, with my disclaimer that it all started with what is it? The Wedding of Princess Leia, or what was that? Which one was that?
Well, that's not Heir to the Empire.
I know, but it was right before that, wasn't it?
Bloodline.
It started the whole post Star Wars canon.
I mean, not really.
It wasn't.
Hold up, Lewis. Did you just contribute to the conversation about something outside of the movie canon?
Maybe, because I've
Uh-huh.
heard about it.
So,
I've heard
It's
about it. I didn't
I
read
recommend it to anybody if you only read like one set of books. Like for Star Wars, that's the series to read. And yeah, it's not considered canon anymore. because of Disney, but it's still, man, it's so well written. It adds my favorite fucking villain in Star Wars history, who is now canon.
He is canon now.
It's not canon.
It's not canon, but
so it's fan fiction
now. I mean, if that's
I dare you, Michael, to go to those authors and say your books
you know
are
what?
fan
Michael's
fiction
not
now.
wrong. Definition, Michael's not wrong.
No, they're not fan fiction. They are officially sanctioned that are not a part of the current
they're
lore
Star
structure.
Wars legends, I think, is what they're called.
Yes.
That's a really long way of saying fan fiction, Geoff.
But
It's not fan fiction.
Hey, 50 Shades of Grey is Twilight fan fiction, so
and
there
it's
you go.
great.
I mean,
you stick Benoit balls up somebody's
I
vagina.
don't know if Timothy Zahn was a fan of Star Wars before he wrote a Star Wars book. He just was paid to write a Star Wars book.
I would say Timothy Zahn is a fan of Star Wars outside of.
I mean, I'm sure he is now.
Also,
because he's probably made a lot of money off of Star Wars.
Not part of the official canon.
Okay, Michael, here's the problem, though, right? So Timothy Zahn wrote the Thrawn trilogy, right? It's now considered not canon. And then they said, hey, same dude, guy who created Thrawn, we want you to write a new trilogy that is now considered canon. You see the problem? You're saying that he's a fan fiction author, but he's also writing officially sanctioned lore.
I mean, I've seen people that draw
can I say this?
hentai that
say
draw
this?
anime
Why,
as
why
well.
does the Star Wars universe have to be?
Hold on, let me tell you a story.
His money.
Oh, God, here we go.
There's a little band by the name of Judas Priest.
Jesus Christ.
When Rob Halford was kicked out of Judas Priest in the early 90s for being gay, he was replaced by Tim Ripper Owens, the singer for a Judas Priest tribute band.
Yeah.
So just because you started out making that doesn't mean you can't transcend.
Yeah,
but
Geoff,
now he's a professional douchebag. But yes,
what if J.R.R.R.R. Tolkien comes to you as a Force ghost? Because I'm not sure if he's entirely dead or not. And he's like, Geoff, I know you write fan fiction of my series.
Yeah, totally.
Where Frodo and Sam fuck at the end of the
bricking each other's mouths.
Holy God!
At the end of the
I don't
trilogy
know
of
where
movies.
your fantasy of what this is coming from.
I'm
stealing this from Kevin Smith.
That's all Kevin Smith, baby.
and then
Where fucking Samwise
J.R.R.R.
saunters over to Frodo.
And then J.R.R.R. Tolkien's Force Ghost then says, I think you're destined to continue this story. And then, like in Wheels of Time and Brandon Sanderson, because that rolls off the tongue better, you start writing new Lord of the Rings books.
So first off, I would say fuck off, Ghost. Get out of here.
Would you
because
really?
It's a ghost. Yeah.
All right, Korg.
And it's J.R.R.
Get the fuck out,
Martin Tolkien?
Yeah, George Railroad Martin Tolkien.
Railroad?
And he is,
from
what I understand, slightly racist. So
he's probably also homophobic, just by default.
Is George R.R. Martin is racist?
No. I would assume Tolkien is.
Oh yeah, he was He was friends with C.S. Lewis. Of course he was. So
that's a different conversation.
So Geoff, if the Force Ghost came to you, you would say no.
Yeah, I'd say no because first off, I can't write that well.
I mean, neither could he.
Secondly, I'd feel a little sus if he asked me to start writing porn for him. Because
it's not porn if it's loving.
Todd, there's so much wrong with that statement.
Was it on top of the
There's a lot of loving in porn.
What did you say, Lewis?
Was it on top the giant eagle at the end?
No. So after they get back from their adventure, after they get back from their adventure, like Frodo's like laying down because he has to recover. That was a big ordeal. Wearing the ring probably took a lot out of him. I've never watched the movies, but I think it was taxing on him.
Oh, Lewis, Todd hasn't watched most movies.
It's definitely taxing.
So, no. Hold up. Even better, Lewis. This is going to blow your mind. Not only has Todd never seen the original Lord of the Rings movies, but he owned, and this is in past tense because I think he threw them away. He owned the full collection of the Hobbit movies,
and still didn't see the third one.
Yeah, the last time I was over.
Hey, now to be fair, that does deserve to be in the trash.
Yes. So then,
I still haven't seen those because I didn't want them to ruin.
You don't need to see that.
As Frodo's in bed, Sam walks into the room and like leans against the door frame. Like,
are you sure he didn't ask you to write this?
Looking at his friend, like, oh, my
so
friend's
is this in Rivendell? Like when he's all like
Rivendell, yeah.
Frodo's all comatose.
Wait, are you trying
to
say that Sam molested Frodo?
No.
That was consensual.
Wherever they lived.
He was asleep. How was that consensual?
Hello, Mr. Frodo.
We're not there.
He went
there
full Dick
yet. I'm not there yet.
He literally went up to Frodo and said, "Bless my little hobbit feet, Mr. Frodo."
No, he walks over to Frodo's bed and he whispers in his ear, "Your ass is second breakfast." And then he puts his hand down his pants.
No.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Also, side note, Paul Rubens, aka Pee Wee Herman, is canon now. He has been brought back into canon because in Star Wars Rebels, they mention Star Tours, the company, and its pilot, Captain Rex.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This episode is either going to be the greatest episode in the history of Rant On or the worst.
Sasha Banks
I'm not sure which.
is racist.
You know, we don't have very many guests on. Wonder why.
Hey, I started out as a guest.
Todd turns Lord of the Rings into porno.
God.
It's already there.
Yeah, Todd just edged it along a little bit.
I edge a lot, and so does Sam on Frodo's dick.
Oh, jeez.
He's like, we had a long journey, and this is another long one. And he just slow strokes it.
What the
but like under the covers, so whenever Gandalf comes in, he's like, "Oh, my boys, you did so good, helping me with the ring."
For this franchise, you just made it.
And it's just under the covers, slow stroking. But then,
no.
I don't think we need it, but then.
But then
I think
Gandalf
we've reached the apex.
Gandalf, no, the apex it's edging. It takes a while. It's not the apex yet. And then Gandalf goes, "You want to know why they call me Gandalf the White?"
Oh no!
And he sucks him off, and that's the end. So I'm done with this
the
topic.
West playing in the background?
No, Country Roses.
No, not really. Country Roads.
No, what's that song that Geoff wouldn't allow at his wedding? It's that song.
Oh, Reigns of Castamere.
Yes.
Oh no, that's whenever their kink play goes too far, and Sam accidentally kills Gandalf. That's another episode though. Hey Jim.
Yeah.
I'm moving topics because
okay.
I need
Jim
to
is
move
very
topics
afraid right now. You can hear
Jim,
I'm afraid of nothing.
You would consider yourself a music fan, correct?
I would, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Just make sure. We lost a viewer probably from that story, by the way.
Alarms.
Oh, I think your stream actually stopped there for a second. It was too much lewd.
Ooh, that sucks. Luckily, we're recording it for our Patreon viewers. And you know how I send out marketing emails from Patreon? Constant contact.
I know.
Rolling it back.
God.
Have
you hold up a second?
Yes.
I've used Constant Contact.
Oh, you did.
Oh yeah, my last job, I used Constant Contact.
Okay.
It was abysmal.
But did it keep people in contact constantly?
No, it was worse. It was actually worse than the last platform that we had at work, and that's saying something.
Was it called Sometimes Contact?
No, I won't reveal the name. Okay. I don't think I can. I don't think I am legally allowed to name it.
So Jimothy. Can I call you Jimothy?
You can call me Jimothy.
Okay, just making sure. You're a music fan, correct?
I am, yes.
Would you say that you are very invested in music?
Not so much lately, but yes.
Do you write articles about music?
Correct.
So would if I said you are a music critic, would that be accurate?
I don't think so, but
do you critique music in said articles?
But usually when I write articles, I write about stuff that I like, and I don't even touch on stuff that I don't like.
Okay. So, do you have Spotify?
I do.
Do you have Spotify Hi-Fi?
Spotify Hi-Fi? I don't know what that is.
Oh. Oh, let me tell you about our second sponsor, Spotify Hi-Fi. Basically, it's just it's like lossless audio, Spotify. I was just going to judge you if you didn't have it.
I don't have it.
I don't think it's out yet, to be honest.
It's definitely not out.
I just thought it was cool that they're actually doing that. But think of the data caps.
I probably won't because of that.
Not only that, but like you need the actual hi-fi setup to do it. Like you can't just
technically some Android phones have decent quality DACs in them.
Yeah, I mean my iPhone apparently has Dolby Atmos, but it doesn't do shit.
So Todd, Jeff, so just so you know, technically speaking, Spotify Hi-Fi considers CD quality lossless audio as a hi-fi stream.
Yeah, but okay, that is accurate. I would concede that. What is FLAC then?
Tidal has FLAC,
fully lossless audio codec.
Right, is
codec. Sorry, we not can Kodak argue cameras.
We can argue that is bigger than a CD, right?
Yes,
most likely. Okay, so what this is doing is bridging the gap between 320 kilobytes audio, because I think that's the max that Spotify does right now.
16-bit is considered CD quality.
Okay, so 320 kilobytes per second is the maximum that Spotify Premium will go to. So Spotify Hi-Fi, if it's going to 16-bit, I mean, that's pretty damn good.
Right, because studio quality, like a studio master, is about 24 bits of audio.
Yeah, so we're like, what is vinyl? What is vinyl at?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Let me find out.
I feel like vinyl is better than CDs.
Can you play high quality on Spotify on the app?
On the app, yes. Ironically, apparently, I'm reading this based off an article. Apparently, it's 256 on the web.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's lower. I mean, 320 is like the gold standard for MP3s, really.
So technically speaking, vinyls are actually
zero because they're analog.
Say that one more time.
Data wise, vinyls are lower. I can't find a specific number.
Right, because it's analog.
Right. If they were to do it though, it would be about 20.
20, like 20.
Yeah.
Interesting. So basically this all rolls around to, I just kind of wanted to ask somebody that was in a band, played music for a long time, Jim, does, to a certain extent, does like bit rate and all that matter?
I think it depends on who you're talking to. You know, just like there are, home theater dads and, home people who, make sure they want to have a specific type of visual in their home theater room and so on and so forth. There are some people who want that type of audio room. Now, the people that I feel like obsessed with something like that doesn't necessarily want like that high end, like I want like in the 90s when everybody was getting high end stereo systems. I don't think that's there anymore. I think the people that are really into audio are almost getting newer versions of old things, like Macintosh with their tube amplifiers and stuff like that. Tube amplifiers, that's old school. That's from the 60s and 70s.
Right.
Or they want that vintage stuff. Vinyl is famous for its imperfections. If you listen to Sgt. Pepper's, you can hear people talking in the background through a good chunk of it. You can hear people sitting on stools. You can hear people opening and shutting piano lids and stuff like that. Dark Side of the Moon, you can hear a full-on fucking conversation as a song is fading out between Roger Waters and somebody else. Something you don't hear on CDs because it's cleaned up. It's perfect audio. It's lossless. It's FLAC. For me, that's as I'm looking at my vinyl collection, like that's not why I don't want perfection. I want to hear the soul of the record, which is what is in those vinyls. Plus, I'm in my car. I couldn't care less about the audio quality in my car, if I'm being honest.
Assuming that all these vinyls are actual original analog masters
like
and
presses,
not a digital.
the original press.
Right, because a lot of the newer records, unfortunately, are digital.
Well, yeah. If you get the remastered version of, like, say, I'll bring it up, Dark Side of the Moon or Sgt. Pepper's or any of those, like post Apple's Capitol Music buyout, like, you're not going to hear all that stuff. But luckily for me, a good chunk of my record collection was my dad's record collection, and so I have all that stuff original.
I'm jealous.
So I've got original Beatles, original, Pink Floyd, original Aerosmith, Led Zeppelin, all the Black Sabbath, all those original pressings.
Pink Floyd, one of these days, hanging out.
David's asking if you want to get high.
I have pretty much everything.
And play with lasers on the ceiling, because I think that's what you do. That's the stereotype, right? You go to the planetarium and you listen to Pink Floyd.
The one time I went to the planetarium, it was not Pink Floyd. It was Grateful Dead.
Was it? Okay, another stoner group. Cool.
It was Grateful Dead.
Have you ever seen this video, by the way, for the people not watching the stream?
Yeah.
This is a LTT video, Lions Tech Tips video, where he listens to, I believe, $5,000 worth of headphone equipment.
Right. Is this the Princess?
No,
Diana. Yes. That's where you got Princess from.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
by
Diana. The way, Todd, just for a quick edit of my own self, I'm reading an expert that says it's about 14 to 16 bits.
That's interesting.
Yeah, not 20. So it's technically a lower sample rate
than anything, basically.
Right, but many would argue sounds better.
Yeah. I mean, so I haven't listened to a vinyl in years. I did have a FLAC phase, like where every time I torrented a discography back when it was FLAC or nothing. I was really weird about that. Now, granted,
I was the same way, actually.
Now, granted, that's back whenever the Pirate Bay was like, we have discographies for everyone.
So back
that's weird. I never downloaded music off of Pirate Bay.
Really?
No?
Never, not once.
Oh, wow.
Were you a LimeWire or a FrostWire?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yep. So you gave your computer cancer.
Oh, several times.
Okay.
So the only reason why audio quality to me changed so much is that back in the day, my first MP3 player was actually an Insignia MP3 player.
Shout out.
It was
Jim's
basically
making his money off of it.
Right.
Hey,
little tiny screen.
I can say whatever I want to now.
That's right. Little tiny screen, 256 megabytes of storage.
Was it that little like USB stick one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
100%. So it was a great MP3 player.
Yep.
But basically you had to really limit what you could throw on there. I could only have like maybe 30 songs to 36 songs at a time.
Which at the time was fucking
a lot.
Nuts.
But then I graduated to Zune, which had 80 gigabytes of storage.
Oh,
so I was then able to just start ripping all sorts of shit. And when I started moving to past 128 kilobytes, because that's where I was started with, right?
Right.
Like it had to be lower quality, otherwise it wouldn't fit. Basically, I had to excel to 256 or 320. And once I got to that point, I couldn't go back. Anything lower than 256 was noticeable to my ears.
So, yeah, I mean,
and unfortunately now, even analog like aux cord to me, and I know this sounds stupid, that seems lower audio quality to me than Bluetooth, which shouldn't be the case.
What?
Ooh. I know. It shouldn't be the case. But for whatever reason, it's just that's how my mind works now. I don't know why.
So are you saying the audio that you're listening to right now, because most likely you're going through...
I'm going through an aux cord.
Sounds worse than
Bluetooth? For some reason, to me, it gets... Maybe it's the quality of the cable. I don't know. In my mind, like, because there's so many factors with the cable, it could compress the audio a little bit. Whereas if it's through USB or Bluetooth, it's a little bit more uncompressed. I don't know why in my brain that operates like that. I know it goes against conventional wisdom entirely.
I can see USB being better, but not Bluetooth.
I couldn't tell you why.
I don't know.
Hold on. Would it be because your Bluetooth headphones are better?
Yeah, I guess that would probably, like, the Sennheisers that I have at work are phenomenal in general.
So why do you have better headphones at work than home?
Because they're Bluetooth, and I do a lot of conference calls at work, like a lot. We have one.
It's really all we do.
It's a lot of what we do. Really all we do. Calls. When we brought our new provider on, we were having like daily conference calls.
Do you mean your snack provider?
Yes. So, but like, to be honest with you, I bought that for work because I listen to more music on headphones at work than any other place. At home,
so you can play Overwatch better and Rainbow Six at work better. I mean, what?
Oh my!
I mean,
you
can't really use Bluetooth headphones to play games.
I do every blue moon. Like,
it's just terrible.
I'll play Rainbow
the
Six.
Sound latency is like
it hurts
over half a second.
Yeah.
But I have the reason why I don't do headphones too much at home is because I have 2 studio monitors at home. So I don't.
Are they on those special bases?
No, I don't subscribe. Listen,
MKBHD would be upset with you.
I understand. Listen, I like audio quality, but I'm just enough to the point where I'll spend some money on it, but I won't go crazy about it. Like I will never buy these headphones that Linus Tech Tips just showed. It'll be a very long time before I upgrade my soundbar, for instance. Like, I understand I can get a Dolby Atmos soundbar right now with the crazy amounts of stereo surround sound. But
so what you're saying is you're not going to blow a shit ton of money, but you are going to read reviews, make an informed decision.
Yeah, like
to get the best bang for your buck.
Right. I'm going to spend some money. Beats. Right. Oh, obviously. So I'm going to spend some money on it.
Don't even get me started.
Apple quality headphones.
Hey, don't say that.
It's true though.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Are you kidding me right now, David?
No. Hey, now wait. There is an exception to that.
Okay.
There is the Apple AirPods Max.
No, I listened to a pair of those.
Hold on, they are considered by just about every YouTube reviewer the best headphones.
I'll tell that to the literal double-digit open box ones I have in my store.
Wait. Seriously? You had AirPods Maxes?
So, like, I don't know anybody that's actually kept them.
I listened to a set last week.
They are garbage.
They're not good.
My Sonys are
you clearly just don't understand greatness.
I don't understand. I don't understand their intelligent design. That's probably it.
You're not thinking about the fact that Steve Jobs is still making more money off of these in his grave.
I have never listened to him, so I cannot make.
Oh my god!
Hey, I did. Now, did I not say according to
it's an Apple
YouTuber,
product, so it has to be great.
They don't sell them at Bullseye. They can't afford those there.
No, they can't. They can't. They really can't.
Wait, David, but they're bringing Apple.
They're getting
stores
Apple
to Target.
They're only 10 years after Best Buy.
So you're gonna have those headphones in your store, and you can listen to them.
First off, it's select stores. Second of all,
probably the ones near
much more importantly, they can't even get every Best Buy or every Target to carry AirPod or the Air. What is it? What's the
AirPod Pros?
No. Everyone has those. What's the little was it HomePod?
HomePod Mini?
Yeah, the HomePod Minis. Not every store carries them.
Granted, nobody needs those.
I'm not debating that.
But you could hook them up to make Atmos.
The series is a
you know what else I could hook up to make Atmos? Speakers.
I personally own MX3s.
That's what I have.
I absolutely love them.
Yep, samesies.
Absolutely love them.
I have an old AC SoundLink 2s from Bose.
Let's be honest.
Bose.
And Lewis, I apologize because I'm not trying to call you out here. A lot of us here have invested money into good sounding tech, but we haven't gone. But we have not gone stupid crazy.
Justin,
$500 headphones are crazy.
Justin,
did Justin buy them?
No, I meant bad audio.
I can
honestly
say that the Sony MX3s are not the most expensive headphones I own.
Well, I mean, the Sennheisers are technically value-wise the most expensive. Sennheiser.
Okay.
You good?
I'll accept it.
I heard it a little weird too.
The little bit extra, the Sennheiser.
Yeah,
Sennheiser.
It's Sennheiser.
Is it Sennheiser or
Sennheiser? Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I hear it as Sennheiser mostly.
I paid. I mean, Jim was actually there when I bought those.
Yep. Oh yeah.
It was like gift cards or something. It brought it down to like
you returned a mini fridge for it.
Yeah,
oh my god,
that's what it was.
You returned that mini fridge that you were so proud of?
Well, because I got the new job.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And I didn't need a mini fridge. Lewis, you're completely lost, and I apologize. At my old job,
welcome to the reason why none of us have new friends.
That's right.
I have new friends.
So basically, we are moving offices. I helped like architect the new office. I was the IT manager. I was gonna have my own office. In that office, I was gonna have a mini fridge, a display cabinet for like action figures and shit. It was gonna be pretty cool.
Fucking nerd.
And then I got a much better job offer, so that's why I'm at my new place now.
At Constant Contact. Oh wait.
And I had already bought the mini fridge at Best Buy, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just return it because I don't need it anymore."
And he was so proud of this mini fridge.
He was very happy for his mini
Well,
fridge.
also, actually, that's not the reason I returned it, though. The reason I returned it is because my coworker at work was going to gave me one for $30.
And did that work out?
That's right.
Yeah, it's the one sitting right behind me right now. I have it in my office.
Mini fridge in your office.
I have one in my office right now.
I wish I had a mini fridge in my office.
It's badass.
No, I don't like my mini fridge in the office.
David, imagine you're playing Rainbow Six and you can reach over and grab a cold Topo Chico whenever you want it.
I'm aware of that, and I have one. The problem is it makes the room way too hot.
Well, that's because you live in a shitty apartment that's old.
You're not.
How small?
Yeah, no, you're not incorrect.
It's just like it doesn't properly get air conditioning, right?
No, it gets great air conditioning. The issue is that refrigerators are hot.
I don't have that problem.
Pretty sure
maybe
refrigerators are supposed to be cold.
Maybe it's because my office is bigger.
It might be. I think I definitely like it's technically a den that I'm in. So that probably has a lot to do with it.
Oh, actually, Lewis, funny story. That mini fridge was co-owned by Philip at one point.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I love his videos.
Anyways.
So back to Sam and Gandalf.
Oh, Jesus.
Please
no.
I don't ever want to go back down that route again.
And we lost another viewer.
We did not. We didn't. You're wrong.
No, because everybody watching now is here.
Is on the show.
There are more people on this show than we have viewers.
Womp womp.
David, tune in.
I'm not tuned in. That's what it is. I'm not busy working over here and writing fan fiction. Anybody else got anything to talk about?
Anthem got canceled.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
Anthem
cares.
did not get canceled.
The beta was
yes, it did.
Series.
The rework of Anthem got canceled,
which is effectively canceling it because
the game came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Okay, the game came out as a beta, in my opinion.
We played.
Not even that. Let's just say alpha at this point.
The beta was so good, though.
Well, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It was pretty.
All of us played that beta. We looked at it and we went.
A second.
Say what?
I'm going to be real for a second.
Okay.
That game did a lot of things right.
And a whole lot of things wrong.
But it also did a lot of things very, very wrong.
Frankly, I can't remember a single thing that it did right.
That's because it was one of those games where you have to grind, and you don't like those.
I understand that, but at the same time, like, if I can't remember a single positive thing about that game...
Iron Man?
No. I would argue that it didn't even feel like Iron Man at that point.
Are we talking about Jedi Fallen Order?
No, we're talking...
Close.
We're talking about the worst of BioWare's catalog of games.
Basically,
according to Lewis, it's fucking Jedi Fallen Order.
Jade Empire.
You basically got in a suit of armor that made you feel like Iron Man. However, it was supposed to make you feel like Iron Man.
It is going to save their next game What's the other that they've been working on?
Oh, you mean Dragon Age and Mass Effect?
Yeah, they were
Dragon
planning on
Age.
making the next Dragon Age game
Yeah, it was
an
supposed to be a
MMO
service
similar
game.
to Anthem,
Yeah.
and they have changed that direction. So the death of Anthem will save Dragon Age.
Apparently
I mean,
the last
Is
one
it a
wasn't
save
that great.
though? I
Is it
didn't really. I got like Dragon Age just kind of like killed it. It's killed itself for me.
Has it?
Yeah.
Well, no, Dragon Age Inquisition was apparently good. I never got into it myself.
I like how you said apparently.
I started it and then
I
never
never
finished it. Yeah.
I never played it, but apparently it was a good game.
Guys,
I liked it.
Anthem
I
was
like Dragon
cool.
Age Origins more, but I like Inquisition.
Guys,
If Jim
played
likes it, it must be
Inquisition, and
terrible.
I didn't like it.
true.
I think
If Jim likes it, there's strong odds that it is very, very niche.
I think did you see the Final Fantasy VII announcement?
Oh, where they're like, hey, if you own it, you can get the PS5 upgrade free, but we're also going to give it away for free on PS4.
Yeah.
But if you claim that one, it doesn't get uprest.
Yeah, so you
My
basically
favorite.
they have it for I think $30
I just
right
buy
now.
it. I just buy it for $30.
Well, okay, but did you also see they're doing a mobile version that harkens back to like the original graphics?
No,
It
because-
looks
No,
awesome.
because that's stupid.
It's
It-
not stupid.
Stupid.
Listen,
Lewis, you can come on
you-
Retrospecs and we'll talk
Jim,
positively
you have
No,
about
an
that
this.
show's
issue,
dead.
And I think the issue is that you love all retro.
I host a show called Retrospecs.
I know,
Obviously, he
I
loves
was-
retro.
you
I was
host a
being
show called
facetious.
Retrospects, and I fear that you just kind of live in the past over there a little
Also,
bit.
his last
I'm perfectly
episode
okay
of
with that.
Retrospects was
I
about
think
a
it was
Nintendo
because he just
Direct.
didn't get enough video games when he was a child.
Yeah,
That's David.
Actually,
That's
Jim,
insanely accurate. That's
I have a
insanely
bone.
accurate.
I have a bone to pick with you about that last episode.
Uh-oh.
My Nintendo
Alright.
Direct episode.
Yeah,
Look at all the shit that was announced and tell me not like over 50% of that
Oh,
is
no.
retro shit being
no,
redone.
no, it's not that. It's the fact that you called it a Retrospects episode when it was clearly a Press Start Gaming episode.
Oh,
Had the theme music,
Okay.
right?
Well,
Had
every
theme
episode
music.
has
Hold
the
on,
theme music
hold on,
now.
Hold on. So I gave it a lot of thought here, Jeff.
Oh, did you?
Yes, and you know how I originally was very
That's
upset
problem
about
one.
the fact that he bogarted our
Motherfucker. I asked, and you said
Hold
okay.
on. Originally, I'm not saying currently.
he's doing take backsies.
He's
No,
doing a
no,
backpedal.
I said originally.
I am Googling how to host my own goddamn podcast now.
No, okay.
Oh,
Let me tell you, I own-
Hold on. So remember how he bogarted our theme song, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure. We'll go with that.
Okay. So here's the thing, though. He couldn't be any. He is actually staying more true to his retro specs
By using retro
by
music
using
from a dead
retro music
podcast.
that exactly.
Oh no, I just thought it was funny.
That's
All
why
right,
I said it
first
was so
off,
perfect.
the music started right, and I was like, "Damn, this sounds familiar." And then I literally had to look down at my phone. I was just like, did the Press Start Gaming start by accident? Because I still have like some of the old episodes on my phone.
Why?
It just got looped into my iCloud collection for some reason at one point. I just haven't
iCloud
bothered to delete
collection.
it.
Speaking of which, I wonder is there a way to delete a game like a song that you owned at one point?
Yeah. Why
Is
wouldn't
there?
you be able
Are you talking
to?
about like YouTube?
Yeah, let's go with that.
It's so funny. You're like, oh man, the great gift that U2 or Apple that has given us, the U2 album. And you're just like, yeah, this is actually a pretty good album. I was like, a lot of people are pissed that they just threw it
That
on
album-
people's iPhones.
I can't remember what website it was. It might have even been Pitchfork. The year that album came out, they usually do the top 10 worst songs of the year.
Right.
And
It was
they
just the-
decided
Was it
to
all
do
that album?
They decided to do the top 12 worst songs of the year, and it was every song from that album.
Well, it's just like kind of like out of nowhere, and then I don't know.
It was funny. Was it just iPhones, or did they do it on like iPods?
They did
It was-
on like everything. It was like
Okay.
part of an iOS update.
I either didn't have an iPhone at the time, because I wonder what iPhone was out when it happened. Because I
think it was 5.
Then I definitely, but I don't ever remember having that album on it because I definitely had an iPhone 5.
2014.
Definitely had that. I never had that download on my shit. I don't know.
Well, it wasn't only that. You couldn't delete it from your library.
Yeah.
Like, you straight up could not delete it.
And around that time is when I used my iPhone for half and half. Half as a phone, half as my iPod. Like, at that time, hell yeah.
Oh, no, at that time, in 24, I was still using separate devices.
Yeah, it was 910.
I was using a cell phone and an MP3 player.
Right, and what ended up happening was it came out on iTunes. So to announce the new iTunes update, they released you Songs of Innocence onto
which David
really, because that album fucking stole my innocence.
I mean, it violated.
I hope Lewis isn't the biggest YouTube fan. I'm sorry.
It violated things.
Speaking of violated things,
I mean, it wasn't the worst free thing.
Don't you dare say Sam's name.
I swear to God, if you say Sam's butthole, I will kill you, Todd.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Wouldn't it
let me
be
rephrase
Frodo's
that.
toes?
Todd's just like, wait, hold on, I gotta rewrite this.
No, I gotta look up characters because I don't know any more characters.
Merry and Pippin.
That sounds like
why
a
are
woman.
you feeding him information?
Sorry, because I'm kind of
just stop. There's eagles. You know that already.
Saruman.
Wait, what about the tree thing?
Wait, whose giant eye is that always watching?
Sauron.
So Sauron was watching Sam and Frodo, and turns out that wasn't his eye, that was his brown eye.
Oh,
so he was showing his ass the entire time.
Man.
That's a flaming ass.
So then they get on the eagle because everybody wanted to hear about the eagles, and they go to the eye.
Man, fuck the Eagles.
And then
Only your whispering eye, Sauron.
And then Sauron's like, I have a new ring for you. This will help you gain stamina. It's a cock ring. And he puts on the ring, and his body goes invisible, but his dick doesn't. Because
that's hot. I feel like you're about to announce a new porn podcast that you just haven't told us about yet. And it's like Todd reads fan fiction that he's written himself.
And then Thorondor.
Thorin.
No, this says Thorador.
Thorador?
This says
are you talking about Thorandrel?
This is Thorondor. He just screeches as he's flying above them, watching the circle jerk go on.
Oh my God, you're talking about one of the Eagles. What the fuck?
You didn't know their name, Geoff? I thought you were.
No, I don't know their name. I'm not Stephen Colbert, dude. I don't know everything about Lord of the Rings.
And then, almost at the finish, all of a sudden they get something falls from the sky and they think it's rain. No, it was Thorador. He jizzed. It fell from the sky.
And my brain is broken.
And then that one character from the video game, he put his hands on them and he made them his slaves only to suck him off.
You know what? If he wasn't recording, I would have moved him out of this channel by now.
Hey, so just so you know, Jim, iPhone 6, it was the whole U2 thing.
I had a 6S Plus, I think. Do you want to know something that happened at work today that is gross?
Sure.
Did Thorador jizz on you?
Exactly. No. So there was a kid, and he had a big old thing of French fries.
Oh, God.
And he took those French fries and fucking threw them on the floor. And then he sat down and just started eating the French fries from the floor that everybody has been walking on all day during the middle of a pandemic.
Listen,
and the parents were just okay with it.
That's a kid. Okay, another site that I saw today at a gardening center was a kid face down on the ground, hadn't fallen. He was just face down on the ground, and he was making dirt angels. Okay. Face down on the ground.
Speaking of face down on the ground.
And the parents...
So Ooglook...
Shut the fuck up.
So Ooglook the entire time was just waiting for his turn. And he was face down, ass up. Because that's the way we like to fuck. And...
Is his name Buck?
No, his name is Oogluke.
My name's Fuck, and I like to party.
Is it a Gluck?
I don't know.
And he likes to fuck?
I hope so.
Speaking of Tarantino movies, I kind of got a holy grail
You got
Tarantino
a foot fetish?
vinyl.
Oh.
I got the Death Proof soundtrack on vinyl. A friend of mine sold it to me for way under price, and I'm very excited.
A super popular.
It's
thing?
very rare. It goes for about $150 to $200 if it's sealed. It's very good.
But why?
It's Tarantino, and it's really good. It's a lot of really good songs.
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Are you in the middle of a car wash right now?
No, dude. I just noticed how loud it was, though.
What is it?
Sure sounds like a hairdryer to me.
It's the tea maker making tea behind us.
Oh.
It's the kettle.
That's the key?
It's the kettle warming up. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's boiling.
That makes sense.
That
I
does
mean,
make
wait.
sense. Okay.
Your closet has expanded?
I'm in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
I'm in the dining room now, which is kind of my new desk.
Is it not too late for tea?
Never too late for
Alyssa
tea.
drinks tea. It's not too late.
Oh, you guys, none of you guys have kids.
That is accurate.
That is true. Yeah, no,
It's
we don't
sleepy
have
time
children.
tea.
You're right.
Yeah, no. hard pass. I just had my third cup of coffee today. I'm actually cutting back. That's me cutting back.
Yeah, David, but you also stay up until 4 a.m. for God knows what reason. Then you bitch about it when you're at work the next day saying, I went to bed at 4 a.m.
Well, I mean, why? I get all my best work done in the middle of the night.
What the fuck are you working on?
What kind of work? Yeah, what kind of work is done?
Yeah, I definitely don't go to bed till like usually around 2 in the morning,
Well,
and I feel the most productive at those times too.
I
Doing
actually
what?
just finished IT Fundamentals, my cert guide, which I am giving to Jim.
Yes,
And I am currently in the middle of my A+.
and I'm learning a new job, and I'm doing a lot of studying during those time frames as well because I've been working during the day.
Right, exactly.
Wait a minute.
Whoa,
hanging
ho,
out
ho.
too much.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Why? What?
What?
Why is there a vagina with teeth in Lord of the Rings lore?
Wait, what?
Oh, what are we doing?
No, first off, it's Star Wars, and it's called a Sarlacc pit.
No.
No, man, that's called the movie Teeth. It's
Jeff,
good.
who is Shelob?
Shelob is a spider.
Yeah, why does that spider have teeth in
it's
their
Shelob.
vagina?
It's Lord of the Rings. They sexualize everything.
Wait, why does the spider have a vagina to
Well,
begin with?
okay. To
Shelob
be fair,
is undeniably sexual. She
Well, how do
comments
spiders
that
mate?
I'm trying to read here. Tolkien offers a most convincing Freudian vagina dentata tooth vagina
Yep, that's the movie Teeth.
in the ancient and disgustingly
okay.
gut.
Well, first off, that's a critic saying that. And I mean, obviously, a critic can just look at it and say, like, this is what I think this means. It's like listening to an English teacher try to explain to you what William Shakespeare was talking about when he wrote Romeo and Juliet. It's all up into interpretation, right? It never explicitly says, and then Shelob opened up her vagina with teeth and ate Frodo.
No, I think he ate her. All right.
As far as I remember, Shelob like stabs him with a stinger,
With her dick.
which then like paralyzes him.
Well, everybody, I would like to
And
thank
she
you.
wraps him in her sticky web.
I would like,
Oh, God.
speaking of sticky, I'd like
And
to
then
thank
Sam
you
finds him.
for listening to this episode of Rant On with special guests who will never come back. Lewis.
None of our guests ever come back. Just me. I'm the only one.
If you want to hear Justin Lightbody's amazing new microphone, check out the most recent episode of Retrospects. And if you do, please leave a comment wherever you found it. Just write hashtag Mike Too Good.
Oh my god!
And then also your homework is to watch the movie Teeth.
That Justin's
Cinematic
mic was so
masterpiece.
good, it made me question whether or not I needed to upgrade my mic too.
And upgrade to AirPod Pros. Thank you everybody for listening and have a good night.
Bye.